Good day, Chip.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Duos in Destiny, where two reality TV stars are hamming it up for the camera in the form of a Spelljammer campaign inspired by Dungeons & Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, Logan, and I'd like to give a very special shout out to Jason Wardell of In the Vast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. You can all hear his music in the background, those sweet, sweet tones of Themes for a Duster. Check him out on Spotify and Bandcamp. Show him your love from us. And then also, while you're showing people love, make sure you check out Roll for Sketching on Facebook or on Instagram. He's throwing me for a loop over here. Check Roll for Sketching on Instagram so that you can also get some awesome custom character art from her. Because if you haven't seen it, it's sweet.
Pretty slick.
Without further ado, over to you.
Hey guys, it's Brandon, your player here at Duos in Destiny. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 34. 34, the last one of the month. And that means something special because this is the last opportunity from the podcast that you have to enter into our giveaway to win Turtle Tabs by Boba Books. Guys, all you gotta do is stick around until halftime, and in that mid-roll, you'll hear/see what you need to do in order to win. To enter in to win, excuse me. To get in there. Now, as you can see, is what our beautiful Logan is holding. Turtle tabs are these wonderful tabs here on the side. What they do is they help you guide yourself directly to the page in question. They're numbered, they're labeled, they're made out of 3mm thick plastic. The adhesive is strong and amazing. We've held the book open up by it before. If he rips a page finally, I will cry because that's the bottom. I was going to be very sad. He's testing I guess that is a testament of strength to the books themselves. But guys, get in the entry. Come on. All you gotta do is listen, and the instructions are going to be very simple. This is 5 more days, I think. 5 more days is all you got. So plain and simple. Logan, thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, if you're here, hit us with the like, hit us with the follow, hit us with the share. Go follow our social medias. Those are all in the description. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all the good stuff. With that being said, it is now time to get into episode number 34 of Commander's Log.
Commander's Log.
Arriving back on NT, or New Torvengard, the Starhammer, along with its crew, were met with interesting folks, let's say. A change of life, a change of pace, a much different atmosphere than Carson had ever anticipated coming back to. The town over the last 6 months had flourished and grown exponentially so with the resources that they now had and the artisans that were already within the city, but now not constrained by the size of Torvengard. Carson had a very important meeting with King Emeraldjaw, and through that many things were discussed. Carson met his father, and that was different than anticipated. Learned of a new city settlement trading post on the moon that Carson had once cleared out of the Surans, known as Rathport. And really, it was a very lore and information heavy episode. So we might have a little bit more of it, but it's super interesting. So as we catch in tonight, Carson had just handed out some money to the crew and said, hey, here's your cuts to a certain extent, and go spend it, have some fun, and we'll catch up. And I think we're just stepping off like the bottom of the escalator, if you will.
So as the crew all kind of goes their own separate ways, you have taken the escalator all the way down from the skyports, down through the terraces of the city, into what is kind of a landing that spreads throughout the entire city, or that spreads out at the base of this mountain. The waterfall crashes down into this massive pond over to your right, where you see quite a few ships are docked. the three arcs, as well as quite a few of the Onyx Armada also docked here in the water, just kind of waiting. You see over by the lake, kind of at the tip of the lake, far off, is like this large statue that you can't quite make out from this location. But for the most part, all of the civilization is like the residential portions are built into the side of the city, and then down here at the base level where the water docks are at, and then where the river leads away from the mountain is a sprawling metropolis of shops and livelihood and areas of parks, where they've really taken the opportunity to spread out their city. And it kind of peters out into where you begin to get into farmland. And so here at the base of the mountain of the new city of NT, as everybody's been calling it, what are you doing, Carson? As all the crew has kind of departed and left you alone.
Did you say it was all statue?
Yes.
We'll head that direction.
Okay. You take a slow stroll around the lakeside, and it's beautiful for all intents and purposes. It's bustling and active, and you see quite a few people like eyeing you, not suspiciously, but kind of like in reverence. Everyone seems to recognize and know who you are specifically. And you walk the entire lakeshore, finding yourself standing in front of what is a large pavilion where there's several carts that are kind of set up as different small vendors, mostly food. And you're at the base of a very large statue, probably 20-25 feet tall, of a GIF of Carlisle Colchester. And it inscribed at the bottom, the man, the myth, the legend, Carlisle Colchester.
I sit there and just kind of look at it and smile for a good minute. I kind of look around. I will pick up a decent amount of basket of fresh produce that I can, from meat to produce to dairy products, like cheeses, whatever I can that's there. I will pick up a good healthy basket.
Mm-hmm. I'd say it's no more than a gold.
Okay.
And I'm sure you probably pay people handsomely whenever you do as well. A little bit of payment, just out of respect, because I know you personally.
Yeah, there's 10. I dropped 10 at least to them. So.
Oh wow. Okay, that is 10 gold.
Yeah.
Way overpayment for all of that. Everyone, they treat you normally at first, but then as soon as they quickly realize who they're serving, it's kind of like they're a bit like in awe, like starstruck in a way, but they're all like kind of like waiting on you hand and foot, like anything you say and do. And especially when you bust out as much gold as you do, they treat you like royalty.
Are there any special shops I see down here? Does everything kind of seem? I know that the Spelljammer Academy or up on the moon is probably more particular to that, but is there anything I see here? Or is this more of the mundane and not normal?
Yeah, it's more of the normal day-to-day markets. Yeah. So there's like a general goods store, but other than that, not really anything out of the ordinary.
Well, that's an important part then, because I might actually grab a few. I should have been prepared for that. I might grab a couple kits, just so I have. Don't know if those are in. I honestly can't remember if those are in yours or mine. Do you recall?
I also do not know. I bet it's probably in yours. I think most items are actually in the player's handbook.
Okay. Tools. I would like. I'm going to spend a little bit of money here on this, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go ahead and snag some. This is probably just going to be overkill to even say, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to do it anyways, people. Okay. I low-key just want to say I want like one of each of these.
Yeah.
Just to put on the ship.
And that's totally doable.
Okay. I'm gonna buy, if I can, throughout the rest of the day, whatever have you. I would just like to, outside of musical instruments, I guess, technically speaking, I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah.
But I will buy one tool of all of them to stick in Sage's thing.
Sweet.
That I have my own tools since Sage can't see anything. I bought my own toolbox.
Yeah, right on. Okay.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
50, 70, 80, 88, if you want me to just go by this.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Why is
totally
that 8?
fine.
Why do they gotta do that to me? I'm just gonna mark that as 10. I'll lose 2 gold. 70, 80, 90, 105, 110. I'm gonna skip cooking utensils. 110, 140, 165, 150, 170, 170, 180, 190, 200, 220, 270. We'll come back for the 1 gold. Come back for the 1 gold. 270.
I mean, you can just round up from that 8 gold piece.
Oh, perfect. That is the other 2 gold. That works out.
Yep, they did it on purpose.
270, 295, 310, 315. I don't need navigator's tools. I should have those already.
Yeah.
What did I say? 310?
Yep.
360. Yeah, I'll just get the 360. So 410 gold. It's everything except for musical instruments and cooking utensils.
Okay.
And the navigator's tools. Oh, I just added it, but so 400. I'm up a little higher, but.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. So.
I'm not gonna necessarily worry about writing it down, but.
Yeah.
I have one, at least on the ship.
Yeah, definitely where it's a fully stocked workshop plus replacement of quite a few tools that have started to get worn and weathered just from use. So
cool.
I would say it takes you just probably the majority of the afternoon.
Yeah.
And kind of like as you exit the last shop of buying the general goods in this kind of like market area, the sun is starting to sink low. You see it rises in the west, sets in the east. So when you step out, you can kind of see the sun stretching out across the river as it leaves out into the east. The river's just kind of lit up with this fiery essence of the sun setting low. And you can see quite a few people fishing in the river. And then you see the familiar figure of Pizor standing in the riverbed. And he's doing what you would recognize as one of their ritualistic dances. He's drawn quite a bit of a crowd of people, just onlookers, admiring what he's doing. He pays no mind to you, has not acknowledged you or anything. You can see he's just kind of weaving the water in and out, and kind of like a Tai Chi mode. And before too long, a hippocampi kind of like surfaces up out of the water, and he like interacts with it like a long lost pet.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I let him be. Then I will eventually pull out that address, and I will attempt to start making my way to my folks' place, which I remember him telling. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember him telling me the terrace that he was on.
I think it was like the 5th terrace.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Up or down, I can't quite remember truthfully, but that's for those at home to know.
Yeah.
A pedantic bit of information in the grand scheme of things, but you ride the escalator up. There's a cart that comes alongside you, and a couple of farmers that are heading back up the mountain for the evening, and you ride up until you get off on the terrace that you believe your family's home is on. You start walking in the general direction, counting the buildings, counting the addresses, looking for yours. It's not too long before you're even getting there. You're knowing you're close just based off the numbers. Sorry. I wish this would go away, this stupid tickle. As you're heading in that direction, you know you're just a few houses away, and you hear above all the din of the evening of people kind of just voices carrying out of the houses. You hear your father's voice yelling up, and he says, "Corvin, how many times have I told you to get down from there?" And you hear your brother's voice, I'm just looking out for him, I promise. Dad! And then all of a sudden you see a brown streak come flying through the air and impacting straight into your chest. And as you look down, this like small, compact owlin with these big golden eyes
An owlin?
looks up at you and he says, "It is you! Carson, you're here!" And he just like hugs you around your legs.
Oh,
He's
Corvin.
significantly shorter than he ever was.
Corvin.
"Hey, Carson, look!" And he flaps his wing and he kind of like gets up to eye level. He's like, "I'm taller than you!"
Wow.
Can you believe it? I got wings just like Dad.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good knowing you're fine.
Oh, better than fine.
I've got like this big basket on one arm, and then I kind of like swing my hand like you carry your child to
Yeah.
a certain aspect, but like hook him on my hip, you know.
Yeah, you kind of
Like,
catch
come
him
on.
out of midair, and he kind of settles in, and then you see like fluttering down from above the large wingspan of your father, stepping down onto the sidewalk next to you. "Sorry, Carson. It's honestly, I wish he hadn't grown wings. It's so
No,
hard to keep track of him anymore."
It's fine. Where'd you come from? Where's the home at?
"Oh, just 2 houses down."
Oh,
That's
fine. Well, I am afraid we'll have to walk, but
That's fine.
okay.
But I couldn't get your brother off the roof. As soon as he knew you were coming, he just watched. He's been up there for hours.
Sorry.
No big deal.
Mom
Yeah,
home?
but you're here. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yes, of course, she's inside.
Okay, good.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
let's go.
Of course. He leads you into the house, and before you even enter into the picketed gate that heads up to your guys' house, and it's this beautiful cobblestone, simple house with kind of like log structures accenting the cobblestone house. You see through the window a figure kind of like walks past the window towards the front door, and as you walk up, your mom opens the door and you see a tabaxi, a feline form of your mother. Looks very similar, same emerald eyes she always had, but just bigger and brighter, and with the kind of feline pupils. And she wipes her paws off on her apron, and she opens her arms with a big hug and rushes towards you.
I have Baker's worst nightmare. Hair all everywhere now. Like, it's crazy.
You nailed it. Stole the words out of my mouth.
Mom,
Carson. Oh, good. It's so good to see you.
it's good to see you too.
How are you, son? You look so well. Goodness, you've grown broader.
How are you?
Handling? How are you?
Good. Please, I brought all this. I don't know what you guys had.
Oh, well, thank you. And she kind of takes the basket from you. Oh, please, come in. Dinner's already ready.
Great.
This is great, but thank you.
Oh, no problem. Wow. This is very nice.
It is quite a bit roomier than we ever
Yeah.
needed, truthfully. But
No, the craftsmanship is wonderful.
it's been so wonderful here. They've really taken to the area. I can't say anything, but there's just an abundance. It's almost selfish the way we live in excess anymore. The way it felt we were is just not exactly scraping by, but just limited in everything we did. But now it's
Open.
everything is
The sunset was beautiful. As I was approaching, it was wonderful.
You wouldn't believe it. I don't quite have the luck of your brother and your father being able to see the sky truly, but we've taken to taking evening walks around the town and just enjoying the countryside. We've got a couple places we'd love to show you
Oh, sure.
this evening if you wouldn't mind going
Absolutely.
for a walk.
I'm starving, but maybe after dinner.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, and maybe it's just my eagerness for your cooking again, but that would be awesome.
It's not quite what it was. Lots of picking hair out, but getting used to it.
I'll go eat at Mickey A. Crocross down the block.
That would offend me.
No,
But please come in.
Yes.
Come in. And you're welcomed into your family's home. You see a lot of familiar belongings, similar decoration style, like a house just getting settled into, in a way. It is settled into by all means, but just not quite lived in. It still looks new with everything. Dinner is not quite set, but she's calls from the kitchen and she says, "We're almost ready, just about 5 more minutes, so make yourself comfortable. We have an extra room, kind of just prepared it for you. But I don't. Well, you can sleep here tonight. Sorry.
All right, it's fine.
It's your room. It's your room."
Thank you. It's very kind. Very, very kind. Yeah, I'll probably film in on all my exploits for sake of brevity.
Yeah.
But, I'll fill them in on all my exploits and throughout the evening, gladly go on a walk and let them show me around and just take it all in. Really try to just listen and see how they truly are.
Yeah. They take you over to the schoolhouse where Corvin goes to, and he has taken a particular interest in the Spelljamming Academy, and has kind of enrolled in early classes to head him on that path.
Sick. That's my boy.
Your father is flourishing at the docks. His newfound appendages actually make his job quite a bit easier, and he's kind of risen in the ranks to having a lead position at the docks. Similar position of handling cargo, and I don't know what that exact title is. Where you the dock master?
I was gonna say a dock master per se.
Yeah. So he's basically just one step beneath the dock master of the Sky Docks. So he's doing wonderful. Loves his new adaptations. Your mother has kind of had to take a shift in what she does. She no longer is a baker. She now runs a restaurant, and has taken to a managerial position, because not allowed in the kitchen. She's allowed in the kitchen, but not cooking is not exactly her forte anymore. So she's struggling a bit with the changes, but adapting and happy with everything, especially with the fact that the rest of the family is flourishing. And they're beyond excited to see you. Do you tell them of Torvengard and its fate?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
They, just for sake of brevity, they are taken aback by the news and shocked, but overall relieved to know that the threat of the Aratuks is gone, and more so that their fate would have been intertwined with Torvengard itself.
Yeah.
If Torvengard had not been exploded, and people were still inhabiting there, they would have been facing down the Aratuks, in whatever fashion that would be. So they're extremely grateful for being able to move and having this new opportunity, even with the challenges that it has posed.
Okay.
And they kind of fill you in on some of the losses that they themselves have seen. Quite a bit of people that you would recognize that turned feral, and they tell you all about that waking up that day after the first transformation day, where about 200 individuals all went feral, and the entire town woke up to screaming and mass panic, and then it was kind of on edge for a very long time, until they kind of understood what happened and who it specifically targeted, and then they were told kind of what to expect. Not exactly what was going to happen, but the second round of settlers were told that with their 6-month anniversary date coming up, to be able to expect those changes. So they were able to prepare themselves physically by barricading themselves indoors, binding themselves, but then they also, after the survivors of the original transformation happened, they had kind of come forth and said that they explained what had happened to them. And the biggest hunch has always been accepting the changes that are pushed upon you. It's a bit of a gamble, truthfully. Nobody knew what would exactly happen if you do accept the changes, because they didn't get the stories of the other people, of the ferals, and if they accepted them or they rejected them, and how that actually played out. But all three of them were ready for what was to come, prepared themselves, and had the discussion with Corvin of being open. And with open hearts and open minds, they all survived.
Okay. Well, I definitely just stay up as late as I probably can with them. Then I would crash in that room.
Yeah. The couple places they take you in NT themselves, they take you up and down the escalators. They think they're incredible and fun. Especially Corvin, who honestly doesn't even take the escalators. He mostly just flies around your head tirelessly the entire evening. They take you across the lakefront to Carlisle's statue, and then they take you out into kind of like into where the countryside starts to peter out into farmlands, and there is a practice field for the cadets of the Spelljammer Academy. And also of the new Royal Guard that is formed. And so they take you out there where there's an evening drill happening. And you guys all kind of like lean up along the fence boards, and a small crowd gathers and watches. And you see Rubble, the guard, pacing and drilling the students. And he stops by, and he just kind of walks by and gives you a curt nod. What goes about the rest of the evening. And then you spend the rest of the evening with your family.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
No. I think this is the one moment that Carson just takes it and lives in that moment, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
He slows down the most that he possibly can and enjoys it.
Good.
Because there's potentially some very dangerous things on the horizon.
Yeah.
So...
Absolutely. Yeah. And with that, take a long rest, and we head into the 17th, Charstall, if you need the long rest.
I don't think I need to, do
I don't think anything really happened, because you had woken up 3 days after traveling, rested, leveled up, and then...
I don't think I cast any spells or anything.
Yeah. I have heard on 2024 rules on a long rest, all of your gold resets.
Long rest.
Oh my goodness.
Hurry.
You awake to the sound of clattering pans and sizzling food in the kitchen, and you find your mother ordering around your father in the kitchen, like a chef and a sous chef. And your father's a little clumsy with it, but it's getting put together. And you can kind of see, just even by the presentation of your dinner last night, your father probably has taken over most of the cooking in the house, while your mother does most of the rest. And they get a breakfast ready, partly due to the ingredients you brought from home last night. And you enjoy another morning of quiet peacefulness with you and your family.
Is it a school day? It'll be the 17th of Charstall.
I'm incredibly curious now that you asked me, so I'm going to look at our calendar and just see what day that would actually be. Oops, that's my child. Dude, how do I work a phone?
Press a button and hope for the best.
Here we go. I finally found it. Let's see. The 17th of Charstall is a Wednesday.
Cool.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my guy.
Oh, yeah. I was expecting you to hit me with it,
I
had to.
That is my,
I had to return the favor.
That is my go-to. Is it alright if Corbin doesn't go to school, Dad?
Can I, Dad? I don't gotta go to school today. I've already got it underhand. I'm ahead of all my homework and all my grades are up, and I'm doing great.
Hey, Corbin.
It's fine. Yes.
Okay.
What are you going to be doing?
We're gonna go see the Raw Boss people.
Oh, yeah, a field trip, absolutely. That'd be great.
Okay.
You'll have to tell me how it is. I actually haven't been that way myself.
Do you want to go?
No, I can't miss work. You and Colvin go. It'd be good for you.
Why can't you miss work?
Busy man, I guess.
I mean, it's your call.
Yeah, I know what I don't often get time to spend with you. Oh yes.
I mean,
I'll be there.
and I point at a bag on the table, and I go, I mean, that showed up this morning from a carrier. I don't know if you saw it or not, but
How much did you leave?
I think that should be fine enough for to miss a day or so.
Hey, your father kind of like looks back at it, and he looks at you, and he just kind of shakes his head.
I counted it a little bit. It's like 2,500 gold or something.
What?
All right, let's go.
Carson.
Mom, did you want to come as well then?
Of course, yes.
All right, let's go.
And you and your family head wherever you're going. I don't know.
They don't have to work anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll take the next couple of years off.
How do you want to get there?
We're either gonna take the Star Hammer. It's probably the easiest way.
They also have a couple of like.
Did they take my skiff idea?
They did, yes. If that
really,
is yours, it's genius.
Carlisle and I pitched it. I think it would work quite well. I will admit it to anybody else, but I believe it was my idea. But I thought it would be quite nice between the two. Wallace people are great people, so.
I'm never gonna get used to everything that you've gotten yourself involved in.
Yeah, me neither. You know, I wake up and at this point every day is just an opportunity to keep making things happen. So.
Yours.
How long do those skiffs take to get there?
Just about 4 hours.
Yeah. Starhammer can match it, and at the same time, it would be just as easy to travel. Eisor would like to go, and I'm sure Brish would be excited to see.
Oh, Brish, you have him with you.
Yes, he's the chef on my ship.
Honestly, I was so worried about him. He seems like the kind of guy to have forgotten to leave Torvengard.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm glad. It says a lot about you to be looking after your friends like that.
Yeah, I try. Does Geode still work for you?
No.
What do you mean?
Geo didn't make it.
What do you mean?
Well, he didn't turn, but he was a casualty. He had the early shift at the Sky Docks and he's pushed. I'm sorry, son.
He was murdered?
Yeah.
Oh.
They've already had the memorial.
Where's he buried at?
Just beyond the wall.
Can you take me?
Of course.
Is his family okay?
They're doing fine. As fine as you can imagine, I guess.
Can you take me there first?
Of course, yes.
Please. Right now, if you can.
Yes. Yes, well, I'll go. And your father and mother lead you through the city to one of the lower levels of the terraces. And you are dropped off where you would recognize there is a lot of like a small, not farming community in the fact that there's actual farms here, but you can see like all the carts with the beasts of burden parked outside and in stables on the terraces themselves. And from what it seems like, Geode's family had gotten into farming when they had arrived, while he had still worked up on the docks. And on the way there, your father says, "I'm sorry, Carson. Honestly, that's weighed heavy on my conscience every day, because he took my shift. I had to take Corvin to school because he was enrolling that day, and so Geode stepped up and said he would take my shift. I'm sorry."
It's not your fault. Is this their home then?
Yeah, you guys stop in front of a home with a kind of like an oxen, beast of burden figure, this large, hairy, like yak kind of thing sitting out front that just kind of stares dully at you. You knock on the door.
Start digging through my bag.
And before you know it, you see the familiar square-jawed, stout face of Geode's father. Carson. Carson, it is so good to see you. What are you doing here? Oh, please,
Shake.
come in. We've got coffee.
I shake his hand and follow him in.
And he kind of gives a curt nod to the rest of your family. He says, "Kira, Corvin, good to see you. How are you?" It says to your father, and they give quite a quick handshake. And you're led inside into the kitchen where you can see Geode's mother at the table. Human, as opposed to his father, who is an Earth Genasi himself. He has kind of like this ruddy, bouldery, close-cropped hair that is more like just large brown pebbles. And he kind of like looks like a hairy man himself, kind of like one of those people that just has massive forearms, really long hair that makes him look 10 shades darker than he really is.
Yes.
And he's like a really rotund man himself that just fills a doorway. And he grabs everybody cups of coffee, a cup of milk for Corvin, and sits you at the table. What do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to pay my respects.
So you heard.
I have, unfortunately. I'm sorry I wasn't here.
You can kind of see your father just kind of has like this blank stare where he's just kind of like lost. I appreciate that. You meant a lot to Geode. He talked about you all the time. How proud he was of you. Everything that you'd accomplished. How far you have gone. He was proud to call you his friend. He bragged about it to everybody that would listen. That he knew you first.
We go way back, don't we?
Yeah.
I can remember running, I guess what would be your old home now, when I was a mere young boy. Running through the hallways and causing problems. At one time, Geo couldn't stop him.
Put the hole right through the wall?
Yeah.
That hard-headed fool, yes.
Yes. Goodness.
He always did lead with his head, didn't he?
Yeah. Thought he would have learned, but he never really did.
No. Hard-headed, like his father.
I'm gonna go see him. And say my goodbyes.
His mother pipes in and asks you to freshen up the flowers that she left behind. She says it's been too long since she has herself been down to his gravesite. It's just too hard to go as much as she would like.
We bought some on the way in.
Thank you.
I don't mean to take up your morning. I just wanted to see you and make sure you were doing fine.
No, it is so good to see you, Carson.
It's great to see you guys as well.
You're looking well.
Thank you.
And talk of the town.
Well, not by my choice, isn't it? By
No.
circumstance. How's farming been?
Been really good.
Good.
I wish I always had this ability to get my hands into the dirt, really. Feels good.
Good.
It's a good life here that we found for ourselves. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we really must be going. I don't want to waste your time. But thank you so much. And I get up and
Thank you for the visit.
I attempt to hug him.
Yeah, he pulls you in.
You know, as he pulls me in, and does she embrace my family at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his mother goes and
I set a bag on the table
like,
behind them.
okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, you let me do it. Sleight of hand?
Yeah. You gotta beat a 10 and a 7.
12. So not by much.
Nice, okay. Leaving the bag on the countertop, you guys exit, and your family takes you once more out of the city. As opposed to where the training grounds are, they kind of take you parallel to the mountain, north out of the town. And you see where there is a memorial. There is a kind of like a low stone fence that has been crafted. And then within there are several hundred tombstones. Probably in the neighborhood of 600 or 700 tombstones. And each one marked. All of them are fresh, and quite a few of them have flowers adorning each of them. Most of the flowers are still in good condition, some wilted. You see a few people wandering the graveyard early this morning yourself, and your family takes you to where Geo lays to rest. You see the wilted flowers that look about a week or two past.
I replace them with the bouquet that we picked up. If possible, if there was a flower shop somewhere, I would have picked some up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
2
we
silver
replace them
pieces.
and, well, they can be out of the just over 3,000 gold that I left on their table, so that'd be a nice surprise for them.
Yeah. 3,000 gold you left behind?
3,000.
You're just chunking away money.
Absolutely.
Just ruining the
Arson.
economy.
No. I'm making the people that are around me, I'm sharing my wealth. Carson's never been one to be greedy.
Yeah.
So,
On the way there, your father would point out, he said, I saw what you did, son. And he just kind of pats you on the shoulder and leaves it at that.
stopped seeing old friend. But while we're at his gravesite, I don't say anything out loud, but I kneel down and I pray to Themis for quite some time. 10 minutes or so. And as I stand up, I just say, goodbye, dear friend, and I'll see you on the other side. Right. Well, we go ride in the ship.
Yeah, yes. Let's.
Let's go. And I will take probably the quite long walk now at this point back to
Yeah.
back
It's
to
probably
Spelljammer.
30 minutes of a
Yeah.
walk before you even get back to the terraces and start riding them up. And you journey back to the sky docks. And there's a lot of like curt nods towards your father and good mornings, and people kind of like looking busy as soon as he comes by. But you head over to the Starhammer, and you see Pizor is just kind of busying himself on the deck early in the morning. The automatons kind of whirring around, and you see that both of the ballistas have been removed for the time being, and there's just a general kind of like din of noise coming from where Zage's workshop is on the just beneath the fantail deck.
I will. Good morning, Paizo.
Oh, Carson, it is good to see you this morning. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. It is this place is beautiful. It is a good night's rest.
Very different, isn't it, from what it used to be?
Yes.
Well, what do you say? You ready to go see if your clan?
We can.
Absolutely.
Today.
Yeah, right now.
That would be, as beautiful as this place is, it is not home.
Is
It is not
Zage
my people.
in his workshop?
Yes, he's down there.
Is Brish back on board?
No, I have not seen Brish.
Did you get Did you prepare, like you had said, the ability to message someone today?
I did, yes.
Okay, we might do that too. Can you message Brish
Of course, yes.
and figure out where he is and see if he's coming?
Yeah, I'll do that very quick.
Please. Do you need paper
Oh no, I can do
or
it
like
right
a
here.
phone? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just and he kind of like stands, pulls out a little bit of water from his flask, and he like makes a bubble,
Hey, Brish.
and he speaks into the bubble, and then just collapses it in his hand, and it splashes away. And then after a little bit, he looks at you and he says, Brish says he had met some friends up at the bar and he's a little hungover. He did not want to come today.
Weird. Okay. Zage.
No answer from.
Zage. I'm like walking towards him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
In here.
How goes it?
Good. And you go to open up the door, and it doesn't open up all the way before
Hits one
it
of
hits something.
Yeah.
And you see like Ada's head kind of like peer around the door,
Oh.
and then kind of
Sorry,
scoots
Ada.
out of the way before you're let into the workshop, and that is an absolute mess. There is raw material just kind of like scattered out everywhere, and you see a couple of the one of the ballista is dismantled at the current moment, and he's kind of like working on taking apart the last few pieces of it.
Making some upgrades?
Yes, I actually had a great stroke of brilliance last night. I'm just kind of working on a couple of upgrades here that I think are really going to benefit us.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well done. I think we're gonna head to the Rollwas, people.
Oh, okay. Who do you have with you?
This is my family.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Mr. and Mrs. Hallobrand, how are you? It's good to see you again. I'm sorry. It didn't occur to me. You guys look well. And your father kind of chuckles. He says, "You do not have to pretend. We know. We look different than from when you last saw us, Sage. But it is good to see you again. Thank you for keeping an eye out on the son." Of course. It's more the other way around, but yes. Great to see you guys. So, to the Rawas Sanctuary, then?
Would you care to drive?
Of course, yes. Let me just button up a couple of these things so that I don't lose any of the parts, but we can be on our way in about 5 minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
I will escort my folks back to the main deck, and then Paizo, do you mind stepping over here with me? I think we should message who we planned on today,
Of course, yes.
and maybe we'll just go up on the fantail deck, just kind of by private, just a little bit, I guess, and then.
Your father kind of takes Corbin down over to the cannon deck. Sorry. Takes him down to the cannon deck, and your mother just looks down upon them as the two are kind of like fiddling with a bunch of barrels and just kind of messing around. a couple of the automatons kind of join them, and you see them constantly putting things back in place from wherever Corin moves them away. And you step aside with Pizor. So,
You remember the Thrycreen individual we spoke with?
briefly, I think it is a bit of a long shot to message him, but from what I understand of the spell, it should work.
Well, there's no reason we shouldn't give it a shot.
Yes.
So, message him. I guess you'll have to say who you are. I guess we can. Well, you know what, I'll let you, whatever you think is necessary. You'll be able to understand the spell, how it works well. So.
Okay. Anything in particular you want me to say?
Well, I guess the most of it is are they okay? We witnessed their ship drifting, so we're now just ultimately curious to know if they are fine or not. That's the big thing.
Okay, I will send the message. And he pulls out another bubble and speaks into it. And he says, "This is Paizo from the temple of Zishun, the lion. We hope you have made it home okay. We tracked your progress." And he stops there. And after a little while, he kind of gets this like startled look on his face. And he says, "I hate to tell you," he answered. I have no idea what he said.
Oh, shoot. I didn't think about that.
It was just a bunch of angry clacks. I don't know if he was angry per se, but he was just... I have no idea what it means. But he's alive.
Yes, that's... Well, we can at least take that from here.
Yeah.
Okay. That gives us good information. Okay.
I think I might be able to do the comprehend languages like you can, but it'd have to be tomorrow again. I'm sorry.
That's fine. No, that's fine. We at least know he's fine. So, yes, if tomorrow we can do that, that'd be great.
Okay.
We'll just piece it together.
Sounds good.
We don't plan on leaving for another 4 days, so.
4 days. Perfect.
Yeah, we said we'd update the king on the 21st and then potentially leave then. So.
Okay. The rest will be nice. Honestly, the rest has been nice.
Yeah, I agree.
I mostly just came back here last night and slept.
Yeah, I don't blame you, honestly. I slept quite well. It was weird sleeping on something other than the ship, so.
I slept here, but it was nice to feel
More
Vistota underneath my feet again.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel connected to the planet like I always was.
Well, good. Well, we should be arriving. I don't think it'll take very long for Zage to get us to the Rawas people.
And at this point, the ship falls away from the sky docks, and you kind of and you jettison offwards. Up and do you guys take like a slow path, or do you think you take as quick as you can to get there?
Probably as quick as we can, so we can spend as much time as we can throughout the day there.
Okay. So in less than about like an hour to 2 hours, you guys get far enough away from the planet's surface to jettison up at spelljamming speed as fast as you can.
About 5 seconds, and then pull back out.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
And then you fall down to the surface of the planet, and you see falling before you is a much quainter town. Most of the temporary structures of like tents and other such things have been rebuilt into simple wooden structures with thatch roofs, kind of like log cabin-esque in a way, but very like stick and raw material built structures. It's kind of built into one large circle, and there's a very long, low building that protrudes into the central portion of the village, and you can see there's like a massive fire pit at the tip of that building, and then otherwise the town bustles with all sorts of lion folk. You see a few races that you would recognize from Torvengard themselves. And then kind of on the outskirts of town, there are, you can see like shepherds moving around flocks, but a much slower pace of living here.
Sure.
Population maybe a tenth of, maybe a little bit more than a tenth, about like 2,500 people here, give or take. So much smaller by all means, and much quieter. And by the time you land, the town is off busy doing their own thing, so they don't really pay you any mind. As you arrive just on the outskirts, the crane kind of lowers you guys down, and Zage shoots you back, and he's over the connection he has. He says, I'll be just floating above, kind of just encircling the town. If you need me, flag me, shoot off the Gorget, or send me a message, whichever.
Absolutely. We'll
Cool.
let you know.
Okay.
Thank you, Zage.
Of course.
Yeah, and for Carson, I think he would just kind of like walk around with his family a little bit, see what there is to see now with their little bit more of a permanent lifestyle now. Potentially meet with the council if it seemed fit.
Yeah.
But other than that, just giving Pizor the time he wants and needs, and without having to roleplay through a day of walking through the city. But but yeah, you know, just taking the time and enjoying it, and seeing, you know, some of the soldiers, you know, that I shared some time with before, maybe catching up and saying hi if we run across each other's paths, and that's about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the main parts of town. That long, low building is kind of like a community building. Opposite of that building, in the pavilion itself, is a temple, a very small, quaint temple dedicated to the moon, Dyphus, which you would know would be what Pizor worships.
Yeah.
So he kind of has a pull to go inside there, and while within there, he meets one of the community leaders. I'm gonna blank on her name. It was
The main one?
yeah.
Darn.
I know. I'm mad at myself.
Darn.
Oh. Let's see here. I'll find it. I know it starts with Chief. Because Dagotas was the Windtorn, Tyther was the Cliff Riders who left,
It was
and
the Iron Roots one, right?
Pyaris.
Pyara.
Yes, and he actually runs into Chief Pyaris there, and there's
I definitely want to see my boy, Chief Gordon.
yeah. Chief Gordon is not currently present. You would know from Chief Pyaris that he is out on a scouting mission currently.
Well, fine.
Yep. And so they're kind of like re-exploring the territory that was once lost and taken over by that corruption.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he is currently gone, but Chief Pyaris is behind, fills you in on the flourishing town that has become the Rawas, and they kind of clue you in on the relationship they built, and that quite a few more folk have taken to worshipping Dyphus the moon, and as such their spell jamming capabilities have grown in partnership with NT. They have grown a very small fleet of the Wasp ships, and they have a couple of Scorpions that they also have kind of like taken to themselves, and those would be parked on the outside of town. Most of them are missing at the current moment. You just see about 3 total ships right now, but it's for the most part just flourishing. They've become established from where they're at. They're comfortable and a united people once more.
Cool. Well, now just take the day in.
Yeah.
Enjoy visiting everybody.
Awesome. Yeah. And no big news from them. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So,
Good.
yeah. For all intents and purposes, you just enjoy the quiet life of a small countryside village.
Yeah.
Of people that you are mostly familiar with. There is a large feast held in you and Pizor's honor. The wave speaker Marwak gives a kind of like a presentation, actually recapping the story of the Rawas people coming back together, the fight against Metacrass, and the loss of the Wind-Torn people. And with that, I think we're going to take a break.
Ooh, break time.
So, yeah.
Okay. Pay attention to the mid-roll. Find that entry point.
Get the comments.
See you after break. Hey everyone, it's Brandon, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Commander's Log. We really hope you're enjoying episode 34 so far. If you haven't, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, as it means the world to us. And for today's giveaway, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is comment the word Destiny down below, and you will be entered in for a chance to win Turtle Tabs by Bova Books. It's that simple. Comment the word Destiny below for another entry point. We've only got a few days left, and you only have a few opportunities, so make sure you can take them. Good luck, everyone.
And welcome back to the same episode of Duos and Destiny, episode 34. Hope you guys tuned in to that little bit of mid-roll. Did you do it?
I did it right, yeah.
Nice, okay.
I don't mess up.
Right, totally. I hope you guys tuned into that mid-roll for the code word on how you can enter into the Sweet Turtle Tabs giveaway. But, anyways, diving back into the story, your family have taken the time to walk around the Rawa Sanctuary. Near the end of the day is kind of like the sun is sinking low. You see a troop return from the plains, and Chief Gordon rolls in deep with a small battalion of about 50 of his warriors, and they come back with fresh meat and game, and they're introduced to your family, and Corvin is kind of like treated like a guest of honor, and given the full runaround of the entire city. And Gordon regales him of all the cool stories that you and Gordon have shared together, and the rest of the evening is enjoyed with the Rawas people, and your family kind of being welcomed in to them as kind of like guests of honor for the evening on top of you guys.
That's cool.
And like I said, nothing really new with them. Sorry, I kind of like choked there.
No, you're fine.
Nothing really new with them. Everything's going great. They're just growing, but also kind of embracing being one whole united people again, and kind of getting back to their roots that were long lost. Biggest thing is there is a very profound worship of Dyphus, the moon, which at some point Pizor and the chiefs, like as the night wanes low, and Corvin is kind of like settled in to your father, and you guys are all sitting around a campfire. You and the chiefs are sitting together, and you guys start talking kind of more seriously, and the topic of Dyphus gets brought up, and Pizor mentions that he thinks that Dyphus is actually the god Tiara, and that they've been getting their power from the god of life this entire time.
Yeah, I guess I would say, in that moment with the Chiefs, if it's just the Chiefs, Pizor, and I, pretty much, I would say, given our exploration and our knowledge that we've gained so far of the gods, I think it is safe to say that not only do I think Diophis is Tiara, that Tiara is in that moon, locked away, just like Themis was in Tool of the God. I think you worship the God of creation, the God of nature, directly.
Chief Gordon pipes up and he says, "What does that mean for our people?"
I mean, I don't believe it has any negative effect whatsoever. I think it's only promising. Just as Themis has been good to us, Themis talks well of Tiara. But I think it is a potential that we might be able to free her, and you might be able to feel her presence even more than you currently do.
Free her? How?
It's yet to be determined. Potentially somewhat like what we faced with Themis. There's steps to it, but I'm just brainstorming at the current moment.
That is interesting. Should we worship Tiara as opposed to the moon?
I guess if we're getting down to the nitty gritty, that is her given name, is Tiara. I don't think it would hurt.
Pizor pipes up and he says, "I have felt a stronger connection to Tiara herself, to where my powers come from, just by a simple change in attitude about who and what I am worshipping. The belief in the fact that there is a god, not just a moon that is giving me my powers, not a connection to this place, but an overwhelming sense that someone believes in me just as much as I believed in them. I felt more connected to my powers, and I felt more powerful. Especially when we were on Torvengard. I've never felt as powerful as I have then."
Yeah.
And with that, if there's nothing else,
No.
the evening closes with the dying firelight. You and your family are shown to some guest houses.
I think I would probably go back to the ship.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, I think I would go back to the ship.
Yeah, there's kind of like a small farewell, specifically with the chiefs themselves, but with a couple of the community members that noticed your guys' leaving, and there are several gifts that are brought to you guys. Some pelts of some animals that have been caught, trapped, and utilized from the plains and just from the general hunter and gatherer lifestyle that they choose to live, as well as a couple of nicer ceremonial threads that they present to Pizor to kind of add to his outfits that he typically wears, just like a shawl that he wears.
Sure.
A couple of new ones that they give to him.
That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, I would just clarify with Pizor, he's willing to stay. We will not be leaving till the 21st, so apparently there's a 4-hour ride he can always take back if he wanted to stay, So if he does stay, just be I would probably say come back on the 20th. See you there, but
there's not much more I need from my people. It was nice to see them so successful. That is what I wanted the most, and just to share in everything that they have accomplished, as well as everything we have accomplished.
It feels good to see. It feels so good to see our work being I'm at a loss of words. It's great to see the things that we're doing having an even better outcome, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Like the sacrifices we have made
Yeah.
have been worthwhile.
You're
Putting
right.
our lives on the line for
Right.
these people is more than just us dying for no reason.
Correct. There's purpose.
It is life.
Yes. It's very cool. Well, I think we will probably go to Raftport tomorrow. I'm very interested to talk to Tantum.
I would like
So-
to see that moon too. If it's okay with you, I would just honestly stick with you.
Yeah, I'd much rather have
time
you if we're
being.
going to go talk to a vampire.
Oof. Don't remind me. I was trying to forget all about that and just hoping we just got to wait with the next couple of days without doing that.
Yeah, I've only ever heard horror stories, so to think that there is actually one that is real, my expectations are all over the board.
Honestly, my people do not know much of vampires. We have had people the fear of nightwalkers, but most of our fears come from the ferals. And then
Reasonably so now, huh?
yes, the snake and lizard folk that inhabit the forest beyond our lands. But vampires themselves are
Yeah.
far beyond even a legend for us.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, we'll see.
And
We'll
this
speak
guy
with
is
Tantum.
running the show? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan to hear that part. But if King Immeldraw was able to create a truce, then it must be going well. It must be boding in a direction of some kind, right?
Yes.
Outside of a negative one. So,
Hopefully it is not a one-sided relationship.
correct.
Yes.
Well, let's head back to town. We'll drop my folks off. I'll probably stay on the ship tonight, and that way we can head up there first thing in the morning.
Oh, so you will not be staying with us tonight, Carson?
No, I don't believe so. We have some business to take care of, and it probably is a little bit sooner than later. So
I understand.
I'll be able to see you when I come back. I should have another day or so before we'll leave
Yes.
again. So,
Please visit us.
of course,
We're
I'm not
always
hiding.
welcome home.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm not hiding.
Good.
Um,
You're far from the son that I once remembered. Your own man.
I have grown quite a bit. By the way, I may be looking for a bosun.
Okay.
Anybody come to mind off the top of your head? I thought about asking Tantum as well.
I mean, there are a couple of skilled hands around the docks. But Tantum would know best.
Okay, that's what I figured. Somebody a little more comfortable around the ship might make sense, and I figured he might know somebody that is much more transversed and the well-keeping of a ship.
If you needed a deckhand, I know quite a few, but a bosun, a couple come to mind, but
I don't think we need a deckhand at the moment. I've slowly been piecing together a crew, a little bit more detailed ever since I lost Carlisle. Kind of filling in the gaps as I see fit. And I think the most important thing right now is finding somebody that can repair the damages that we succumbed to during our travels successfully and with a much better finger than I do, or Pizor. So we do our best, but I think it could be done much better. So
Tantum would be the one to speak to in that regard.
yeah, I agree.
But by all means, if you need somebody that can lift heavy boxes, I know quite the few.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Right. Yeah, you see those stars over there? I've been close to them. Isn't that crazy?
Son, I don't even want to begin to imagine everything that you've seen and done.
Yeah.
What all is out there?
The best way I can describe it, it's more.
That makes no sense. At the same time, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's not the same, but it's not that it's different. It's just more. It's there are things that are different, things that are 10 times the size, 20, 100 times the size, or smaller. And the scales of things are different, the different ecosystems are different. But it's the same, you know what I mean? Like, land is land, trees are trees.
And at the end of the day, we're all just people.
Correct.
With our own lives, our own motivations. But connections, families.
Right.
It's always a common thread.
So, but there's just more.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Maybe one day when this is all said and done, we'll be able to go on a nice trip.
Maybe not. From what I've heard, sometimes it's a little daunting.
Yeah, but eventually, you know, I'll have this fear cleaned up. Eventually.
Wow. You really have changed, son.
They don't call me the sheriff for nothing.
Do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, you had me for a second there.
Yeah, come on. You used to be wittier than that.
I don't even know what to believe anymore when it comes to you.
I've gotten funnier, that's for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can't ever say that your humor was your strong suit, son.
You're not wrong.
Save that for your brother.
Yeah.
Now he's a character.
Yeah. You know, I'm excited to hear that he's in the Spelljamming Academy in the early classes. I mean, he'll be turning 15 soon, so it'll be time for him to hopefully start taking that a little bit more serious.
A little discipline will do good for him.
Yeah.
He's rowdy.
Yeah.
He's got such a good heart.
Oh, I know. I'm going to put a good word in.
You have no idea how much he looks up to you.
Well, that's just by circumstance. I literally fell into this position.
And you fell into it in stride.
More like on my butt in a pile of garbage, but yeah, a stride works well.
Regardless of how it started, look at how it's going. Look at the people that look up to you. The legend that precedes you.
That feels weird for you to say, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel right, but
I wouldn't have ever anticipated it.
yeah.
My biggest hope was just for you to fulfill my shoes. I was just happy enough for you working at the docks.
I was happy working at the docks, you know? I'd given up my dream of being a Spelljammer cadet. You know, I had let that go.
I don't know if you did. I saw the way you felt.
Yeah, but
the change in your demeanor.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's not that I wasn't saddened or maybe a little bit depressed after failing a second time and deciding not to try again, but
it hurts to see your son's dream dashed like that. So to see you now fills me with pride.
I appreciate that.
It fills me with hope for the future.
I do. I truly appreciate that. Well,
son, you've done so many great things.
Thank you. I will... I'll at least see you by tomorrow evening, I'm sure.
Please, yes.
Okay.
We'll have a table set for you. And any of your friends are welcome.
Absolutely. I'll make sure they feel the invite.
Good.
Okay. Well, good night, Father. Thank you for going with me today. It was nice to spend another day with you guys. And get you out of the town.
It's more than I could have ever asked for.
Good.
Thank you for everything that you've shared with us today.
You're welcome.
These are moments I'll cherish forever.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Good night, son.
Good night.
And he kind of hits you on your back.
Ugh.
And then
Why'd you hit me so hard?
your mother carrying Corvin head off from the space docks. I assume we made it back.
Did you say Carrie?
Huh?
I thought you said her name was
No,
Carrie.
your mother carrying Corvin.
Oh, carrying.
Yes.
I was like, Carrie?
No, as embarrassingly as I got your family's names wrong last time without you
They're
correcting me.
ingrained forever.
Yeah, no. Your mother, Kiera, carrying Corvin back home as you guys have landed at the space docks. Interestingly, where you land at the space docks, there are an abundance of boxes sitting outside, kind of ready for acceptance onto the Starhammer. Excuse me, I just gotta take it.
Sure. Is there a ledger or anything? I would look to see.
Yeah.
Father, do you know what these are for? Or can you tell me?
Of course, and he kind of picks up the ledger, and he looks and he says, "Did you order furniture?"
No, I did not.
It's got your name on it. Delivered to the Starhammer and Captain Carson. I don't know if I'm ever going to get past saying that.
Well, it's Commander Carson, but
It's addressed to Captain. It's
there's only one person that does that.
signed by Bish.
Yeah, it's Brish. He bought furniture.
And a lot of it by the looks of
my
it.
gosh, there's like over a dozen crates here.
Yeah.
Alright, just leave it.
I'll send somebody by
Yeah,
to load it in the morning.
Brish can help.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, thank you. And I'll go retire.
Okay. You fall asleep on the Starhammer.
Bought furniture.
And you take a long rest.
Yep.
Nothing of note happens in the evening.
Okay.
You wake up the morning, 18th of Char still, well rested, in a bed that's familiar to you, in a place that feels like home, in a city that is home.
Very good description.
As you wake up, the ship is filled with the fragrant scents of a fresh cooked breakfast. And as you head into the ship's galley, you see a brand new dining room table. Ornate dining room table. It is beyond the simple wooden craftsmanship of just planks. This is a carved table legs with an inlay over the entire tabletop, studded with small bits of glimmering metal all around the entire perimeter. And then coming out on silver platters, escorted in by the automatons, is a lavish breakfast.
Do all automatons have like little aprons and like chef hats?
They sure do now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the souffle hats. So
Yeah,
they're like
oh yeah.
definitely like a foot tall.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
And then bringing in the main course.
What is
this
going on?
Overmassive platter. He says, "Oh, good morning, Captain. I prepared a special meal for the morning. I don't know what we have planned,
Brish,
but Carson, good morning.
what's all the furniture that you purchased?
I don't know. You gave me money, and I was kind of thinking like what would be nice for everybody. So
Well, that is very kind of you.
I do have a little bit left.
Okay, good.
I couldn't get everything I wanted. There was this really cool like cauldron. They called it a brazier. I was gonna put it down in the cargo hold. Oh, dude, wait till you see that. That place is real cozy now. But I was gonna put it down there as kind of like a fireplace.
What do you mean? It's real cozy. It's meant to hold cargo.
There's a little bit of room left over, but yeah, the brazier was like 8,000 gold pieces. So I was gonna ask you if I could, but I didn't have enough. So I've got some left over, and he passes you back 155 gold pieces.
Keep it.
Oh yeah! Wow, thanks.
Yeah, I'm not giving you 8,000 more gold though, and that's.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It was a really cool brazier. It was like
Do you know how much gold that is?
Like 8,000.
Yeah, you understand. How much did you used to make per month?
Less than 5.
Okay, how many months would you have to work to get to 8,000?
Well, it wasn't mine. I thought this was like our money to spend. So I just kind of like spent it willy nilly. I don't know. It's kind of like whenever you're playing that game where everybody gets to like go around the board and buy up all the different houses, and you get to take each other's money, and you have all that paper money, and at the end of the day, you just kind of like do whatever you want with it because it doesn't mean anything. So I was like, I just kind of thought it was. I mean, I knew it was real money because obviously, like, look at all the stuff I bought, but you just kind of chucked it at me, so it was all.
You're talking about Gemopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a game.
Well, I kind of like.
That's real money that I gave you. That's real money that we.
And we have real things.
That we earned.
Yeah.
That we risked our lives for.
Oh yeah.
And I do appreciate you spending it on the ship.
And now we get to really live our life in style, like you deserve, like we deserve.
There's nothing wrong with that, but you do need to understand. You do need to have a sense of expectations and not ignorance. Spending 8,000 gold on a brazier for a cargo hold is ignorant.
It's a really cool brazier.
I'm not saying it's not cool.
It had like glyphs on the side that kind of like glow. And you couldn't put the fire out, so it was like always warm. I didn't buy it, obviously, but
well, yeah.
That guy was really weird. I've never met him before.
We don't even have 8,000 gold to spend in the ship's funds.
Oh, dang it. Well, I probably ought to tell him we're not going to be coming back. I told him to put it on hold for us because I thought you might want it.
I mean, yeah, you tell him we'll take it for 2,000.
You can negotiate.
You tell me you paid full price for all of this.
This was
you bought all this furniture, and you didn't negotiate from a bulk discount for buying this much stuff?
I really think it's irresponsible for you to leave me with that 150 gold pieces that I tried to give back to you.
No, I think it's irresponsible if I were to take it from you. What I will tell you now is that the next time you have the opportunity to spend money, you better spend it wisely, and you better spend it more carefully. We have a deal?
I think so. I thought these were really wise purchases. Like, this is stuff we're going to use. This is stuff we're going to use every day.
You're correct. I'm not.
We sit at this table every day, three times a day.
I'm not disembarking your intentions. What I'm saying is we can be a little bit smarter the next time. That's all.
Do you want to see the cargo hold?
Do I want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, come on. And he takes you down to the cargo hold, which is...
I'll just blast charging my hand.
There is... everything has been kind of like pushed off to the side and rearranged. And then kind of central to the entire area is nothing more than like a den has been created. Whereas there's like this plush, over-fluffed fur carpet that you just want to take your boots off and kind of like wriggle your toes into the fur and just feel. And then there is 3 overstuffed chairs and then this long couch that has all these like carvings on the feet and legs themselves. And it's more like a couch that you would see somebody has a plastic sheet over than you would actually sit on. And he goes, ta-da! They're really comfortable, dude. You gotta sit in it.
Is there enough room for cargo in here?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. That's above table. Is there enough room for cargo in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything that you guys did have, and there has been an addition into the cargo. The supplies that you had used up, you can mark in 500 gold pieces worth of raw materials have been resupplied.
For the ship.
Yeah. And there is a large plethora of this storage that has been resupplied, but also kind of rearranged. There's also new shelving that has been added, and there's kind of this bookshelf kind of place where Brish has started to arrange different items that you guys have come across, especially like the beasts that you have slain specifically, and he has harvested. There's a couple of pieces from them, like the teeth of the eye monger are kind of arranged, kind of like little, like in a way, just like books on a bookshelf where they're all arranged in order of where he removed them from. There is a fin from a scaver. There is all sorts of things that he has arranged on these bookshelves to just kind of display the adventures that you guys have gone on.
Cool. Okay. Well, this is nice.
Oh, and you got to see this really cool thing. God, come on.
Sure.
And he brings you back to the kitchen, and you see this large chest that he has purchased, and it has kind of like this faint blue aura that just seeps out from the lid and the base of the chest, and he's like, put your hand close to it, and it's kind of chilly, and then he opens it up, and like this cool fog rolls out of it, and he says, it's called a chest of colding. I can keep my meat fresh, Carson. I got a lot of dairy in there, so it's not going to spoil now. We can have cheese.
That's the best purchase you made.
For like months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a great find.
I was really proud of that one.
Good job.
I got a deal on that too.
Good.
500 gold pieces.
Good. I mean, that's probably worth it.
It was cheaper than the couch.
I mean, I only gave you 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that's why it was cheaper than the couch. Oh, no, sorry. The couch was cheaper than that.
Oh.
That was the most expensive item I bought. Everything else was,
Right.
like, not that much. It was a lot, but I would have never bought it if it wasn't my money. If it was my money.
That was your money.
Yeah, I still have some left.
Yeah, that was your cut.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And, like, I live rent-free here, so it's okay.
Well, you earn your rent, so.
Sure, yeah.
We'll be heading to Raftport this morning to speak with Tantum.
Oh, no way.
Yep, so be prepared.
Cool. Well, do you want me to prepare a meal for Tantum?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Yes.
What do you think he likes?
He's a man of culture, so pick something distinguishable. Distinguished.
Okay. I got a couple of ideas.
Put on your best.
Yeah.
Very good.
I probably ought to get started.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get that prepared. So.
Sure, absolutely. Be my guest.
I gotta rice some potatoes. Oh, man.
Be my guest.
Okay.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
You guys will be my guest tonight for dinner here on the Starhammer.
Yes. Absolutely, Brish.
Okay. Enjoy breakfast.
All right, thank you. I'll eat breakfast and then go talk to Zage.
Yeah.
And
Zage would be at breakfast if you
Okay.
knew.
I would just say, well, when we're finished, let's go ahead and head to Raftport. So.
Okay. It'd be great to speak with Tantum again.
I agree. I'm excited to see him.
I've got a couple of designs that I truly only think him and his hands could help me on, so.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. We'll depart in about 30, if that's okay. Perfect. You guys finish up your breakfast, an incredible breakfast, one of the best you've had in a long time. It truly puts your mother and father's cooking to absolute shame. And you eventually fall away from the docks and head up towards the familiar moon to you. The kind of satellite-esque looking moon with the punched hole in the center. You see a small town has built up on the export or on the outsides of it. And there's a very small suspended dock. Essentially, there's a large bridge that spans up and over the central portion of it. And there are places where there are several docks, and it kind of spider webs out into several smaller pieces. And the majority of the Gem Runner fleet is located here, along with several of the Onyx Armada. You can see there are quite a few new ships that have been built, and specifically quite a few bombards as well that have been added to the fleet that was typically just galleons and kind of like the minuscule like X-Wing-esque bombards that have been created for the Gem Runners specifically. Now there are normal-sized bombards, still dwarfed in comparison to the Starhammer, but definitely a growing fleet. As you arrive, you are waved in with kind of like an air traffic controller-esque, where there's people with wands that are lighting your way and telling you exactly where to land. It is one of the most well thought out, well fleshed out docks. It is heavily trafficked. When you land, there's not even a second thought to who you are or what you're doing here. Everybody here has a purpose. There is a hustle and bustle to everything. And you see most of the people rushing past you are in the uniform of the Spelljamming Academy. And it looks like there's a Gem Runner fleet that's about ready to leave.
I guess I would. Whoever helps us dock, I would just say, good morning. I'd like to speak with Tantum and Jim Horner, please. Admiral. I guess I would probably, excuse me. I would like to speak with Admiral Jim Horner, please.
There is
Where may I find him?
Someone you don't know, and a race you have not seen quite yet, is somebody that kind of looks like a deer folk in a way. Very like lithe and graceful, and they nod to you and they say, "Do you have an appointment with the Admiral?"
To be honest with you, I think I might be one of the few people that can say I don't think I need one.
And you are
Commander Carson Hallebrand.
Oh, yes, of course, yes, right this way. And they lead you down into Raftport proper, where the kind of like the overarching docks, they fall off to the side. You're led off of the docks and down into the structure that you had once delved.
Inside.
Yes.
Ooh, interesting.
So I have a bit of a map drawn up from the original excursion. So the bridge kind of like spans this full length up here.
Okay.
And then on either side there are a couple extra like watch houses that you have to be admitted into. And then you're taken down below into that large central cavern that you had once entered into. You see there is, this is kind of used as a construction area where kind of like spread throughout the entire corners of this cavern is ships in various states of repair and build, raw framework, as well as just boxes and boxes and crates of raw material spread all about. And there is a heavy hustle and bustle. For as small as this locale is, there's probably like 1,000 people. It's bordering on, even just in this central area, you can tell this population is bigger than what Rawas is.
Okay.
And you see quite a few people of Torvingard descent that are unchanged, just going about their normal day. And There is a heavy population of warforged and automaton or autonomes here as well. You're led down into the what would be kind of like the middle layer, that larger layer right there, which is level 2. And as you go into level 2, you're led off into one of the side pockets that was the Saran Den, and it has kind of been retrofitted. As you enter in, previously everything was pitch black. 1, the magical darkness, but 2, there was no sources of light naturally within here. In the upper cavern, it wasn't really something you had thought of because it was so well lit. But there was essentially dancing lights, but permanent installations of lights throughout the entire thing, lighting up and it illuminating as if it was daylight. As you enter into that 3rd level, it's more of a mystical, magical, dim, twinkling starlight that lines the cavern. So in the pitch blackness, as you look up, it looks as if you're looking at the stars themselves.
Interesting.
You head further into the back of the cavern towards the Saran dens that have been retrofitted, and you head into what is Tantham's office. Very similar kind of in taste and decoration as what was on Torvengard, but altogether different. It is this onyx black carved stone everywhere that doesn't have quite the etchings of what his office once did, but it is still this fine craftsmanship that light just glitters off of and reflects into how dark and deep the stone is beneath your feet. And you see Tantham sitting at his desk, poring over some blueprints, and he looks at you, and he smiles, and he's like, "Oh, Carson, it is so good to see you here. Oh, goodness, we have a lot to catch up on. What brings you here to Raftport? Welcome to Raftport.
You have time for a meeting?
Do I? Yeah, I suppose, yes. Please come in, make yourself comfortable.
You remember Zage and Paizo?
Good morning, Tantham. Good morning, Tantham. It is so good to see you.
Well, this is interesting.
It's
not what I expected.
It's different here, that's for sure. But I quite like this place.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
As you can see, it's busy.
Very much.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on here.
Yes.
You saw all the moving parts, right?
Absolutely.
And the dock and the craftsman, the actual crafting area. We are, full swing, I tell you.
Yeah.
Full-blown production.
Yeah. Well, very good. It's great to see you.
I'm honestly just so glad you're in good health.
You as well.
Please sit. I'm sure you have so much to catch up on with me.
I'm sure as well.
Where do we begin? A meeting. You called for this. I'll let you begin.
And I guess I'll just fill them in on all of our details of everything we've done. And
okay. Telling them of Torvengard explosion.
Yeah, I definitely tell Tantham everything.
The release of Themis.
Yeah.
The destruction of the. Oh no. That was my eraser somewhere.
It stayed inside, yeah. I'd say it didn't go over.
I found it.
But no, I wouldn't hold anything back from Tantham. So.
Okay, awesome. You tell him of the Thrycreen, of the Githyanki, of the Orrery, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd show him.
Okay, excellent.
Orrery for sure.
This is incredible. And so the Thrycreen went out to this planet here.
Correct.
And the other ones, they came from this planet right there?
Yes, that is correct. Approximation, the moon from that planet is what Zage believes.
And as you are looking at the orrery today, you see that those 16 ships, that small armada, they're kind of spreading out into the Terran fields. They've made it to the Terran fields by now. Yeah, they made it to the Terran fields by now,
okay.
And they have spread out into smaller fleets. 3 different fleets themselves. No, make it 4. So 4 fleets of 4.
4.
Yep.
See, that's new. We're traveling well together. And now they've split up into 4. Zage, we must keep an eye on this very closely.
I will keep an eye on it. And Tantham speaks up and he says, "That is worrisome that they have come so close to us."
Yes. It feels like they might be looking for something.
And then further, the dot that was the one that stopped at the 7th planet is continuing its path out and starting to get further from the central star than even most of the planets are.
Okay.
And there's no planets that would intersect, the orbit of the planets would not intersect this current path of travel. It is just slowly leaving.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's...
Wow. That's a lot of information.
Yes.
I don't have that much information to give to you. But I do have some. Obviously, things have changed on Torvengard, and I'm sure by now you know of
Yes.
the transformations.
Yes.
Yes. That was a shock, but we think we've got it handled. We by keeping people here on the moon for at least a week, we are able to avoid those changes. We've actually successfully. Oh no! Is it today? Oops. I put the wrong passcode. And I've knocked down the entire computer.
Wait, what is a computer? What is that?
Oh. Well, it's not today. I've got all my days mixed up. There's a lot going on here. Not today. The 19th is when the next transformation is expected to happen.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
But all of those folk are here.
Right.
Some vacationing, some we put to work. Well, truthfully, we make all of them work whenever they're here, but they kind of treat it as a vacation. It's hard to motivate them because we've torn them from their lives just to come here. But hopefully, they're safe, and we do not have to deal with any more of that feral nonsense going on.
That is true. I hope it works out that way.
Yeah, me too.
We do have Zishan working potentially on a solution, so...
Who?
I would have filled him in.
Oh, correct, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I really...
He'd be right up your alley.
Perhaps I need to travel back to NT and meet this Zishan.
You should.
He would be quite the asset to gain for
I've been thinking about
a
it.
god of knowledge.
I think that I am going to request to him that he stays and works on this and figures this out. I think
Oh.
it would be very good, and I think he's the man for the job to find this. There's some other moving parts to that equation that I've got in my head, but yeah, well, if you ever get the chance to go down there, he will be, I believe. I don't think he will have a problem staying whatsoever. I could see him wanting to see this through.
Yeah, of course. My mind is reeling. I think maybe tonight, tomorrow, I might want to go down there and meet with him.
Absolutely.
It's about time I go check in with the king anyways. It's been some weeks since I've even made it back.
I'd love to introduce you to him.
Wow. On top of that, I guess you know of our, I guess we kind of call him the mayor around here.
That's weird, but yeah, said you know of him.
He really likes to be called the Barter King, but it's weird to call anyone but Harfig the King. But I guess this is his own state, his own place, completely separate from Vistrotar and Inti itself, so I don't know what to call him other than Octavian.
I think that's completely fair.
But he's here. He's down lower in where Metacrass once called his lair. He's kind of taken that as his own place.
Lovely.
Yes.
Interesting.
He is interesting. I see past all of his charm. Be careful. He's a talker. He's a charmer.
You think, is it beneficial for me to meet with him, or should I just keep my distance for now?
I've never met anybody more well versed in the atmosphere beyond what we know of the crystal sphere. He knows so much more than I ever would that I'm sure you even know now.
No, I don't doubt that at all. So maybe it is worth my while.
He knows a lot about the Ascanari elves, and
that's all you needed to tell me.
The Illithid, and
I'm quite interested in knowing as much as I can of the Ascanari. So
he barters. So he'll ask for a price. Be careful of what that is and what you agree to. I think the initial bartering is how we got into this situation of Barter King, you know, all the good stuff, and blah 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 of him.
Right.
I don't trust him fully.
No.
I don't trust him nearly as far as I can throw him.
That's probably very wise. I will be very cautious when I speak with him.
It's a tentative relationship, but I can tell you wholeheartedly, he has done us good.
Well.
He's not harmed a single soul here. And I've kept track of every single person.
And if that's the case, then I guess it can't be that bad then.
I hope.
I should ask too, I am looking to add to my crew.
Oh, yes?
I'm looking, I think, to add a bosun. Somebody that is well versed in repairing the ship when the time is right. Obviously, through our travels, we've ran into quite the obstacles, one would say. And having somebody that would be well transversed in repair would boat us higher than most.
He kind of like leans back in his chair and kicks his feet up and says, well, I mean, Carson, I'm honored, but I've got so much on my plate here, I don't think I could step away.
Darn it, Tantham.
I know what you mean. There are a couple. Honestly, I think all of them would be honored to join it. Nothing but the best for the Starhammer, right?
Nothing but the best. You know the crew. Somebody that meshes well. Somebody that is not afraid. It's the best way I can put it. Because life would be much different.
I think I know just the one.
Really?
Zage, do you remember Arifia? And Zage chimes back in. Arifia. Oh, I remember her.
Arifia?
Yes. She's a firecracker. From Zage, because Zage and Tantham have the same voice. One's old, obviously.
Yeah, all the names sound the same.
Facts.
Is she up here?
She is, yes. Tantham this time.
Well,
I'd be hard-pressed to let her go, but...
I was going to say, the honest question comes down to whether or not you'd be willing to relieve her of her duties and allow her to...
I can think of no better purpose for someone of that skill to be serving the Starhammer.
That's high praise.
You better believe it. She's deserving of every bit of it. If it weren't for her, I don't think some of our designs would be made. The skiffs, I don't know if you got to take them. A great idea. She kind of spearheaded the entire project. Improved upon the design, as I'd hate to tell Carlisle that. But
it's fine. I don't think he would be bothered by it. He was a man that knew innovation meant something, and I saw them from a distance, but we ended up taking the Starhammer to the Rawwas clan. They looked just like I envisioned them, so.
They're incredibly handy.
Good.
A great idea.
Good. Well, would I be able to meet her, you think?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I can send you on her way.
Yeah.
And Zage chimes in and he says, Tentham, is there a time I can pick your brain as well? I have a couple of designs that the way the machinations, they're just not quite jiving the way I had anticipated them, and I'm starting to run into some roadblocks, and I could really use your opinion. And Tantham chimes back. He says, of course, please. By all means, I am at your disposal, Zage. Come. I can clear my desk here. And so Zage walks over and kind of lays some blueprints down, and the two of them start poring over. And
if I may, before you guys get so far deep that you don't hear any sounds outside of that bubble.
What?
Dinner at 6 on the Starhammer.
Oh, yes.
Brish will be making a very delicate and divine meal.
I look forward to that.
Very good.
Good food's sometimes kind of hard to come by up here.
It won't be hard to come by at 6 p.m., so we'll see you on the ship.
Good. Arifia is, she's at Bay 11.
Very good.
Typically, you can find her there. You'll know her when you see her.
Good. Sounds like a plan. All right, you two have fun. See you this evening.
Okay.
I'll leave.
And with that, you and Pizor head off towards, back up to level 1, and you find off to Bay 11. You see what is a gym runner in the making at this point. A beautifully complex ship that you know would outmaneuver, outcorner, and truthfully almost outgun in the fact of how nimble and capable this looks, just from what you know of Spelljammers. Kind of like a Gen 2 of the gym runners themselves. Cool. A Gym 2.
That's really cool.
And you kind of hear the tinkering around from something beneath the ship itself.
She's gonna come out on a crawler, wearing overalls and like have grease on her. Wow. Really, this is interesting. Look at this, Pizor. You would think that, that's why they did that. Interesting. That's a nice improvement from the first gen.
This high-pitched voice comes out from underneath. Can I help you?
That's what you're going with?
Yeah. Committed.
Is that you?
Me who?
Down there below. Is
there some kind of short joke?
No. Is there a reefer here?
And then you hear like the dropping of some tools, and then scuttling up, like from beneath the ship, and kind of like clinging to the sides, and coming up to the nose of this Gym 2 that is being built, is again a race you have never seen before. It is a small mouse folk, and before you is Arifia. She has a small apron with all sorts of tools kind of like tucked around, grease smeared across her forehead, and she's like drying her hands on the edge of her apron, and she's like, well, what the stupid look off your face, what do you want?
How tall is she?
About like 2 to 3 foot, somewhere around like 2'9".
Okay. Why is all my crew below 3 feet?
Pizor and Brish are not below 3 feet.
Yeah, but Brish only cooks, so like.
Let him cook.
You must be Arifia.
And you are?
I am Commander Hallebrand of the Starhammer.
Oh! Oh, well, I'm so sorry to be so rude. And she kind of like looks at her greasy paws.
I didn't take it as being rude. You're working. I interrupted you.
Yeah, you sure did. I was kind of in the middle of it. But what do you need?
Well,
Is the star hammer okay? Is it here, honestly?
yes and yes. Yes to the first question, I think. You know, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. How about what are your thoughts on if you were to leave this gym horde in the condition it's in and hop on the Spelljammer and come with us and be the bosun and be our shipwright that we need?
What?
Tantum said you are the person for the job.
So I don't even need to turn like 2 weeks in or anything.
No, I mean, it's kind of like a change of position, if you will.
Well, by all means. And she kind of like rushes over to you and sticks out a greasy hand to shake. And she says, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Arifia Metig Das Botin True Pocket."
That is a lot of names.
Well, we gnomes have a lot of names. Yes, I know. Not a gnome anymore.
No, you're not.
Nah, I didn't make it up here quick enough.
No. Oh, that's all right. Some of the greatest people I know have transformed. So.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different pace, but honestly, it's kind of helpful.
I can see it.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a welcome change. Even more so than when I was a gnome. I can fit in better places than I ever could.
Good.
A lot more agile and more time to think about.
So, are you good with your hands? Comfortable fixing ships?
Are you asking stupid questions all the time, or?
Yes.
Well, go on. What's your next stupid question?
Are you? Are you the best?
We're still asking stupid questions. Okay. Do you want me to answer that? Okay, whatever. Yes. Do you think Tanner would trust me to make the Gym 2 gym runners?
Are you afraid of death?
Aren't we all?
Are you afraid of dying a painful death?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen combat before?
Not a lick of it.
Do you have family?
No. Well, this is my family. And she points around to her coworkers and the tools specifically. She kind of gestures too oddly.
To put it to you bluntly, I can't promise you a return, but I can promise you adventure and a life that you would never have anticipated or expected. What we will see and what we will do, no one from NT or Rathport will have the opportunity for. Not for some time, probably. It's beautiful and scary.
You finally stop with the stupid questions. That's a hard offer to say no to. Of course I'm scared of dying, and I hardly think I do anything in good in combat. But the chance to work on the Starhammer, the chance to see everything that legendary ship has seen, has done, will do, oh, I'd be stupid myself to not do that. You've got yourself a bosun.
Welcome to the crew. Shake her hand and I say, I'd like for you to report to the Starhammer by 5 p.m.
Today?
Today.
I think I can get this ship in a good place to leave to the next guy.
Very good.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. You said Commander Carson?
Commander Carson.
No, who's the captain?
That is I.
Sure, yeah. I don't need to ask too many questions. That's all I need to know.
Right, stupid questions. See you this evening.
Yep, see you this evening. And with that, you leave.
Nice.
Arifia.
I go. She uses Spitfires and she Paizo.
Oh yeah, we've got our hands full with that one.
Yeah. I think she'll do good.
I cannot wait to see meet Brish.
Oh gosh. Ah, you should have punched me in my side or something. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, those two are going to be quite the pair.
Well, you're right. Good. You'll need it. Very good. All right. Well, I guess we can wander around a little bit and kind of check everything out until this evening.
Sure, of course. Are we going to meet the vampire?
Yes, not quite yet. Let's kind of wander around. I kind of want to see. I heard there's maybe some trade shops up here, and we can kind of check out, and then we'll go meet with them.
Okay. With that, as you kind of wrap up your meeting with Arifia, your meeting with Tantham, and you start to explore a place that you have been familiar with but has drastically changed since you were last here. You start to wander around and inquire about these special shops. That's where we're going to leave it for tonight's session.
Okay.
Kind of with a little bit of future plans.
Yeah.
Here on the evening or mid-afternoon of Charstow, on the 18th of Charstow.
Yeah.
And now I have the hiccups again,
Yeah.
so it's the perfect time to truly. So, thank you
Guys.
guys so much for joining us here for episode 34. I'm having a blast here. Hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am, as much as you are.
Yeah, it's been a fun little last two episodes. A lot of information, a lot of like change in pace of like where Carson and the Star Hammer will be going. So
yeah,
guys, thanks for tuning in.
we got more to come.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. See you next Wednesday.
See ya.